What's up YouTube? MustangMatt here again, bringing you guys another brand new video. And today we're going to be doing some wiring on the car. Boom. So I got the wiring schematics all printed out for my car. Hopefully it's what I'll need. But basically the plan is to go ahead and rip out everything I can that I don't need. So all the speakers, all the old like AC stuff, that sort of thing, heater stuff, any electronic door stuff that I still have in there, any electronic things like the hatch on the fuel door, that sort of stuff. I'm going to be pulling that all out so that hopefully I'll relume it, call it good, don't have to go buy a new harness, that sort of thing. That's all I'm going to try to do. So I'll kind of give you guys a tutorial along the way of what I'm going to do. So hopefully this video will help out a lot of other people that want to do the same thing with their Mustang. But I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm going to do, what you need. And hopefully by the end of this video you guys will see a car that's all ready to go, all wired up. So that's the plan. It might take me a couple days here, but it is Sunday night, so I'm going to try to get a video out for you guys on Monday. So stay tuned and let's get started. Alright guys, so all you're really going to need is some wiring diagrams for your car. I can leave these down below where the link I got these from, and some wire cutters and a Sharpie and some tape to mark wires and mark plugs. That's all I'm going to be doing. So I will show you guys where I'm going to get started, and we'll go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you a little update. Sorry it got dark out. I will do another update obviously in the day and when I'm finishing this, but I'm in the trunk here and I went ahead and went under here. It's hard to see, but I removed the speaker wires, and those are the ones that I'm eliminating. So I'm just using these sheets here. Tells you which ones are the speaker wires. And then I've just been cutting this all the way, following it all the way up into the front of the car. I'm gonna try to get it all into the cabin tonight. Get out of the trunk basically. But if you can see here, this is what I've been doing. So I take a wire like this and you just pull one. This is a speaker wire, and you just pull it as hard as you can, and it rips through the tape as you see there. It's just been ripping it. So, and I've been using the razor blade and cutting it. So I'm just getting all the electrical tape off of these and moving the speaker wire, which is this wire, and which other one? There's two of them. So this green one here and the pink one are the speaker wires. So I'm just working my way at getting those up, and then there's another set of speaker wires right up there, and I'll be pulling those all the way through too. So I'll give you guys another update when it's daytime. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys last night that I was doing. I got all the way up to here. So as you can see, got all the way into the front area, and then these are my wires for my speakers that I'm just pulling through. So we got 4 for the back, and then I assume there's going to be more for the front up here, because I have these plugs, which I think are for the, sorry it's a little dark, which I think are for the doors, the old electronic doors. So I'll have to figure out all that. And then this stuff I'm going to start cutting open. I've already got some of it labeled, so I'll kind of have to just go through it and use my wiring diagrams to figure it out. But I'm going to try to do a little time lapse for you guys with my GoPro, so you guys will be able to see some of it, and I'll give you another update when I've got this stuff all the way pulled through. so as you can see, we're getting somewhere. This is all wire that I've removed. These are power door wires and all kinds of different things. I still have some stuff to remove, but got the majority of it already out. So as you can see over here, there's no longer a lot of the speaker stuff. It's over here. So I already pulled that out, and then I just have a few more things here, which I believe are for power seats. So I just got to remove a few more of these, and that'll be done. And then back here is just all the extra connectors and stuff in case I need to put stuff back in. I just kind of wired or marked everything, labeled everything so that I know where it went, and hopefully you guys got some, or hopefully I got some good footage on the time lapses for you so you guys can see get an idea of how I'm doing it. But so I basically just got my fuse list and I mark everything off when I take something out, or what I actually need I have highlighted. So that's kind of how I'm doing it, and then I'm just going through. So I'll give you guys another update in a little bit, hopefully, and hopefully pretty soon I'm going to be start putting the dash back on. So we'll check back in with you guys.
Here we go.
Alright guys, so I'm back working on the wiring once again. As you can see, this is all the stuff that I've removed. Not all of it actually, only part of it. Sorry if you can hear my heater. I got a little heater going so I stay nice and toasty while I'm working. So this is just a handful of stuff besides the red roll. Obviously that's my power wire. All those switches, all those relays, all those wires that I don't need. Basically what I'm almost done with is going through and kind of checking everything. Let me focus here. So I went through and checked everything on this is my fuse diagram. As you can see, I marked off all the stuff I didn't need, highlighted all the stuff I wanted to keep, and went through and did that already. And now I've moved on to this, which is even crazier. But what we have here is the instrument cluster wiring. So I'm going through and you can see where I've marked them off. I'm checking them or I'm removing them. And right now I am removing this, which is a low oil warning, which I won't need, which is located right here. So basically I just go through, check out all the stuff I'm going to need. I'm basically just making this wiring harness, the entire harness in the car, into a bare bones, basically like a painless wiring harness, or not wiring harness, chassis harness is what I mean. Basically just going through and making this into one. So I'm removing all the stuff that I don't need, keeping all the basic stuff, you know, turn signals, hazards. Let me just name off a bunch of stuff. I want to keep my wiper motor, stop lamps, headlights, taillights, side marker lamps, license plate lamps, turn signal lamps, backup lamps, trunk lid release I'm keeping, glove box lamp, instrument cluster illumination I don't really need. I had that highlighted. And then warning indicators. So basically my hazards. That's pretty much all the stuff I'm going to need. And my ignition So I'm going to tie into the ignition into that switch panel that I have, which is sitting over there. I'm going to start putting the center console back in once I get this all cleaned up and finish removing all this. So I got a little bit more to go through on here, and then that will all be done. I think I'll be done with the wiring. I'll just have to start tying in everything to my switch panel here. But that's going to be a little bit easier than removing all this. That's only part of it. I'll go show you some more. You can see, I mean, I've probably removed 15 plus pounds of wiring. Not to mention I removed the heater box and all that stuff already, so there's another 15 pounds. Every pound counts, so I'm going to keep going and give you guys an update hopefully before it gets dark here. Alright guys, so I have basically removed 95, I'd say, percent of stuff that I need to. As you can see, there's like a plug here and a plug here I've been removing stuff from. The rest of it is pretty much for my headlights and brakes and, you know, whatever else is up there. And then as far as the back goes, I pretty much removed the plug that went here and then ran two wires. The pink one is for my fuel pump and the black one is for the fuel pump ground, which then runs into here, which runs into this group of grounds, which run all the way over here into a wire that goes to this ground. And then I cut it because this was going up front through here, and it was right here for the seats. If you remember, there was a bunch of wires sitting here for the seats and everything that's now all gone, so that's good. Ignore those over there, but everything over here for my and this up here, if I want to reconnect my courtesy lamps, they call them, I'll just have to run another wire down, and I know where that connects. It connects to this green wire. That was another thing I'm going to show you, is you can see this wire is really melted. There's actually spots where it's just wire now, and it kind of stuck to a lot of the wires in here. So but none of those seem to have gotten really damaged, just this one. So I will be cutting that out before I'm done and replacing it. That plug right there is for my door, whatever you want to call these. So I just have to remove it. There's the other wires for that one there. I just have to get it out of the door. Other than that, this wire here is my fuel sending gauge, so that'll be hooked up to the new gauge cluster. I just have to get my new gauge cluster, and then I can start converting these plugs here to my new gauge cluster. But I'd say this is my hazard switch, and then I'd say I just have a few more plugs to remove, like this plug and this plug. I just have a couple more wires, so which may not get removed. I'm not sure yet. I gotta still look at those. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. on the wiring removal. I didn't even show you half of the trash that I removed, but I mean, I could probably try to weigh this, but it's not even gonna matter really because you guys don't care. I'm the only one that cares. I'll just weigh the car, I think, instead. But yeah, she's ready to get wired up to all the new stuff. So that's probably gonna do it for this video, guys. I'm pretty much 95% done, like I said. I don't want to bore you guys anymore with the rest because this video is probably already 25-30 minutes long, maybe. Not entirely sure. I haven't got it all together yet, but yeah. So I just got to get my gauge cluster next and my engine harness. So those are, I think, the next two things that I want. But then that'll be ready to go in and ready to get all wired up. I can start wiring my fuel pump. And then the other thing I was going to do was take that wire loom, run it through the boards there, and then poke it through to where my starter is going to go. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like. If you have anything else, just leave it down below in the comments. And definitely go check out the forum at auto-mafia.com. And or sorry, I think it's just automafia.com, but that link is always down in the description. Go check out his build and make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out.